A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this particular collective message and welcome to this collective reading. Let's see what is the message for today for all of us. The theme card is King of Pentacles. So this message is about independence. This message is about a person who is working on their root chakra, and this person is working on becoming independent. I see a very strong protective energy behind you. It could be your ancestors, it could be your spirit guides, it could be your masters, but definitely whosoever is behind you, whosoever supports you is very, very strong. Whosoever I'm channeling is a very reliable person, is a very self-sufficient individual. Also, you have a lot of confidence. I can see that you have a lot of potential when it comes to personal growth and inner work as well. And I think at this point in time in life, you are simply very much focused on yourself and attaining your goals. You are not in that zone anymore where you feel like other people can just walk over you and it's okay. Like, there was a time when you were sacrificing a lot. There was a time when you could see that people were walking all over you, but you were still not doing anything about it. You were still thinking that, yeah, it's okay. But now I sense a very strong energy in you where you don't take any bullshit. Like, if you say give an offer to someone, okay, and that person says no, or that person takes you for granted, and you see that happening even for a day, you're gonna say no. You like to do things for other people, but you also like to do it for deserving people. There was a time when you faced rejection, or when, say, your project or anything good you were doing faced rejection, you actually used to take it very personally. But now you feel that whatever you have attained it with a lot of hard work, and you have made good amount of progress also. So you don't want to give it into the hands of anyone. I think this is also the theme for those people who are considering relationships or who are thinking about getting settled with someone, but you don't want to get settled with just about anybody. It could be possible that in last few days or few weeks you had a very strong crush on someone. If you're single, then this would apply to you, and you feel that the other person also, like, they've given you very strong hints that they're quite into you, but you are not the same person that you used to be. You've done a lot of inner work. So you're very patient, you want to know the person better, and when it comes to knowing the person better, you won't even take someone's number. If you're going to a common place, if you're getting to meet this person on a regular basis, then you'd rather wait for things to happen naturally and organically than take any steps, any physical steps towards it. The other person, you would want them to take some steps, but at the same time, you also want to know if they match your requirements or not, or if they suit your lifestyle or not. It doesn't mean that you are not going to adjust, you're not going to adjust with anyone. No, you can adjust, you're very adjustable and flexible, but there are certain things that you feel that need to be done or taken care of from the first stage itself, so that later on, there is no confusion or unnecessary false expectation setting. If you are in a relationship right now, then what I'm being shown over here is that you have become very mature in handling problems, the current challenges of your relationships. You are a very dependable, sort of a very mature person. You're not reacting anymore. Like earlier, whenever you had any complexity or problem in your relationship, you would react differently. But now you don't like to react. Now you like to watch. You also feel that if something is triggering you, if something is bothering you, then you yourself need to work on it, maybe via therapy or counseling, or by your own modalities that you have learned or developed, or by letting it pass, or there are multiple ways that you would know better. But whatever I'm being shown over here is that you don't want to react. You have learned to respond, and you are very calm with people. And even if you're in a relationship, you don't want to say that you will just about accept anything. You're straightforward, blunt, but you're very independent. Instead of depending on other people, you'd rather like to depend on your own self. So if needed, you are willing to take your own space or go into your own space. And you don't want to get into negative energies or negativity. You want to stay as present as you can. So I can sense this person's energy is very, very balanced. This person's energy is very intelligent kind of a person. I also see financially you are independent. You're more independent, much more independent than you were before in the past. So I do see wealth consciousness, I do see success, I do see reliability, I see good energy around you right now. Okay, so let's see what is the progression for today. Now I'm definitely being shown money, I'm definitely being shown finances. What I'm also being shown that you are on the path of creating great security for your future, and you're learning how to handle your energy, because your energy equals to finances. That's what you have figured out in all these days. And I think the theme for this reading also is related to that. Now let's see, what do we have in auto reading. You are supported by your soul family always. So that's a good thing, because you have the support of soul family right now. If in case you were thinking that you're all by yourself, you like to do research on the spirit world. So I think there is a hint of love in this reading. But I think you are also a person who has faced or seen illusion in the past. So you don't want to be someone who gets trapped into the illusion of romance again. Okay, and you are being very careful because you have so much experience in this department, in the department of illusion and how people play games with others. So you don't want to make a mess of your life again. Alright, so what I'm actually being shown over here is that not only you are very careful about what to choose in life, but I'm also being shown that you are a person who is focused on your work, whatever you have in your hand. Like earlier you were thinking about different business ideas or projects, or you could also have been a person who was thinking about more options in relationships also. I'm being given multiple things in this particular session actually, so I'm gonna just speak about all of the things that are popping up so strongly. So whatever it is, you want to focus on something which is currently in your hand, even if it's just a crush situation, or even if it's a job that you have which you may not feel it's the greatest job on the world, on the planet, but you feel that okay, as long as I have this job, I have something to do, I have something to make money from, so might as well do it. Okay, and so you want to stay onto that grind, you want to focus on one thing at a time. Okay, you don't want to deviate from it at the moment. That's where you are in life, but you also kind of want to celebrate these little small things. One thing has been given to me strongly is that you have been noticing that from last 1 year something or the other keeps happening. Not even 1 year, I would say 2 years, since 2021, and very recently you have been making these observations. Say from last 2 weeks you have been thinking, but today or yesterday or whenever you watch this reading, because these are timeless sessions, you've been thinking that something or the other keeps happening. Like as soon as you feel that you are stable, something happens. Again, you're stuck with it, you get stable, again something happens. Again 2-3 months of trying to get things done and becoming stable, again something happens. So you've got the resources, you've got the energy, you've got everything going, but things keep happening too. So you have been questioning source, or you have been questioning your masters or spirit guides, or you're having a self-talk where you're saying that when will it stop? Like, why can't it get stable for say 6 months or a year and then something should happen? So I'm being shown that God wants you to be a person who doesn't care what is happening in the outside, because something or the other will keep happening, a birthday party, a marriage, a graduation, or a business, or someone passes over, or somebody's marriage has happened. You get invited for a ceremony, and during a ceremony you face a certain loss, but you have to put up a happy face for everyone. Or you fall sick, you get better, and then something else happens. So it's like things are just happening again and again. So you put in a lot of effort, you fix everything, you take a deep breath, you settle down, and you're like, okay, finally everything is fine, everything is gonna be a smooth sail from now, and boom, something else happens. So this has been going on for last 2 years for you. At least 2 years I'm being shown. It could be more for some people, but minimum 2 years are being shown to me. However, even though all of these things are happening, at the same time I'm being shown a message that you're supported by your soul family and you like to do research on the spirit world, and this is definitely keeping you going. You have a keen interest in paranormal and supernatural. You really want to grow into this field. Like, you have started realizing that you kind of enjoy this a lot. This is like your own little small party which no one knows about, because when you're sitting in front of the laptop watching some documentary, you'll order some food, you'll have snacks. If you have pets, you're snuggled with them. If you have kids, then you're snuggled with them. You may be not having a fancy, like a mansion, but whatever you live in, whatever house you live in, whatever space you have, you feel very grateful to God that you have it. Because I see some plants around you, I see animal energy around you, I see love, I see some kind of, something is good, And you've realized in the last 2 years or 3 years, for as long as these challenges keep coming and going, you have realized that there will never actually be a time when everything will be 100% hunky-dory. Now, you need to become a person, you need to be a warrior who is extremely balanced. I found this picture online. I think this picture, I was thinking what is this picture for? I think this is why I saw this picture. So, a yogi, a monk, because you're also a yogi, okay? You can find the balance, or you can meditate no matter how many disturbances are there. But for a beginner, they would complain, oh, this is not happening, that is not happening, so I cannot do my inner work, or I cannot grow. But what Source wants you to do is that you, not just you, because this is a collective reading, all of you people, you guys together collectively have to solve this problem. Because you are the ones who notice the abuse. You are the ones who notice the negative energy. And I'm also being shown that you are actually noticing both things. Like, you are noticing, on one hand, you see that a lot of people are awakening. There are lots of good, positive things happening on this planet. You see great amount of information. You're very fascinated by this mystical, supernatural information being spread around. You believe that there is some power that the collective also possesses. You probably also enjoy listening to these readings, and you feel that you get messages quite often nowadays, or you feel relaxed all throughout the day. There are moments where you might feel a little disturbed or triggered, but there are also moments where you feel the peace. So somehow I think you have realized the power of the collective, and you feel that you all, like, you feel, even though you may not know people personally, you may not know each and every single person personally, but you know that there are other people like you who are all doing their job, and that is to create a better vibration, and that you can do individually. Like, all of you people, whosoever you are, wherever you are, why don't we do a good exercise today? Like, if you're watching this video right now with me, then in the comment section, why don't you just put down your name, where you from, like which country or which state you're from, and just a hi, how are you, like whatever you've been doing, if you resonate with this message. But hi everyone, I'm so and so. It's great to meet you. It's great to connect with you. And then we can read all of these comments. Like all of us can read the comments. All of us can give hearts to each other or likes to each other and just say hi to each other. Like hi, what's up? See, because this is how communities or collectives are formed. So what is the message is that you have to also learn to raise the vibration individually, because that if you are focusing on something, it grows. So why not focus on the opposite of it? If something is triggering you, something is bothering you, say you see a lot of animal getting abused, then focus on animals getting love and respect. If you're seeing children getting abused, then create a happy world, or just pray. Like if we pray for the animals, if we pray for the children, if we pray for anybody who is giving us negative vibes, we actually change so much around us. And secondly, whenever you're very negative and upset, you can try to come back to the present moment and then thank 5 things that are good around you. Say for example, right now under my chair I have Lakshmi and Shantakar sleeping, and Bunny is on the bed. I don't know if you can see him or not. Number 2, I'm extremely grateful for the lovely weather, because usually this is summertime, but this year things are different. During the summers we have the monsoon, and you would not be surprised actually, but I did predict this 3 years back. During 2020 I predicted that the weather of this city will change drastically and it will be a shock for everyone. But of course I had not predicted it online, but I can say right now that it will be even more different than this, and then it will be even more shocking. Like I live in a place in India which is very hot. The summers are very hot, but this year the summers have been very pleasant. So I feel the winters are also going to give a shock or a surprise to a lot of people. Let's wait and watch what happens. We also want to pray for all those people who are working for nature, because I see a lot of people, a lot of young people, they are getting the rivers clean, they're removing the plastic, they're making machines to clean the ocean. I mean, definitely there are some really amazing people who are doing real cool stuff for this planet, and they are so selfless. Like they are not talking about their relationship problems or family problems or financial problems. They're actually on some missions which are changing this planet. So let's thank all of them. And number 4, I want to thank for the food, shelter and clothes that God has been providing to all of us for this lovely community here. And I also want to thank God for this amazing internet connection that we have. But most importantly, I want to thank God for the great content that is being delivered to us just in the right time. So similarly, you guys can also thank universe or God or source or masters. Every time you're feeling low, you can think about 5 to 6 things that you are very grateful for, and you will see a big shift in your energy. So this is one of the modality that I felt like sharing right now. One of the tools, actually, not a modality. But the next thing that I was being shown is the balancing act. I'm being shown that there is one more thing that is bothering you, is that you get a bit troubled by decision making. Like you don't know whether you should wait or you should just make a decision. So today, or probably during this reading, this was probably in your mind too, how to bring balance to any situation. So I think we can get answers if we take some time out. Like we just need to step out from that situation for a moment, and solitude is something that can help us out. We need to create a space for ourselves and just chill, just chill. If something is bothering you a lot in the moment, then it's best to move away from it. And you can also try to bifurcate the situation. If the situation is coming from your past or coming from your future, that bifurcation itself will make you feel relaxed. I think that you're also very concerned about protecting your energy. You have been dealing with a person or a situation or these thoughts, like something keeps happening. So currently whatever is happening, you feel that it keeps draining your energy on certain days. So I think you need to you're thinking that you need to protect your energy, you need to stop this drainage, and that can only happen if you mentally learn to separate yourself from the situation. Because see, whatever is meant to happen will happen. Whatever is written, whatever is predestined will happen. No one can change that. It's already written. But our job is to simply stay in the present moment and observe it. So the next card that was given to me is actually very interesting, because this is what came. This is the energy you need to have, because in life you are going to confront your demons. And in order to confront your demons, this is exactly who you need to be. Because with this energy, this is absolutely irrelevant. This can only work if you're addicted, if you're stuck, if you feel trapped, if you are stuck in a situation where you feel you have no control. And it's crazy, because when we don't have any control, still we are trying to do so much physically. How will it work any which way? Like when we are not the doer, like this child, this happy inner child is not the doer. It's completely surrendered to source. It's completely in root chakra, very strong root energies. The base is very strong. There is a very strong loyal animal energy, and this child is a very happy child with a feather on their head, with sunflowers, lots and lots of solar plexus energy. It could be possible that you're either chanting a lot of Ram Nam, the Ram sound, or you have been exploring it a lot, or you just come up to certain tools that keep you present or keep you surrendered. So it really helps. So the devil has people on chains which are loose, but still people are stuck with the devil. So this is the energy. These two things you need to do in order to face any challenge or any demonic entity or energy. And if you're addicted with something, if you're obsessed about something, then you have to write it down. If you write down what you're obsessed with or what you're addicted with, you will feel that you're untangling from that situation. So if you have been thinking about a specific person and you don't want to be obsessed, then I think you'll have to face that problem. Like, why are you obsessed with this person? Or why do you like this person so much? Why can't you stop thinking about this person? Or maybe you decided to do something spiritually, like certain technique you wanted to do daily, but you're not doing it, so you're feeling guilty about it. So maybe it's time you come into discipline mode. A bit more discipline is required for doing all these things. Focus on giving your loved ones quality time. So this is what came out. Like, it could be possible that the situation that is challenging you or the situation that you're stuck with, it could be taking you away from being happy, and you could be in some kind of unnecessary, unrequired stress. So whosoever you love, if you're all by yourself, then I'm sure you would have something in your mind that you love a lot. You can do that. Maybe you can cook a meal. Maybe you can feed some people. You can just hang out with some homeless people. You can clear the space, you can clear the clutter, and you can donate some stuff. Or you can just spend time with your children if you have, your partner if you have. If you're single, then spend some quality time with yourself. Take yourself out on a date or a movie, or find out a hobby or an activity that you really love. It could be maybe roller skating, it could be swimming, it could be kickboxing, it could be painting, singing, dancing. I don't know, like, there are so many things, and it's all around you. It's all within your reach. So you can maybe create a time. Basically, what the clear message is that don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go to that place that scares you, because that place itself could be a source of healing for you. All right. So this is where I'm going to close this collective reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. For personal sessions and therapies, this is my email address, and all the details are given below in the description box. You just have to click below. All right. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.